Hi. Um, Video 6. I know I said I was meant to do this um, every day, but it's been it's been difficult because I don't know if I like talking about how I'm feeling. Um, I'm going to persevere with it, and you know, hopefully in a few months I'll be able to look back at this and say, "Oh, what a lovely voyage I was on." Um, so today I went to a gym. I was supposed to have an induction. Um, paying for a key fob, paying my first week's dues. Didn't happen that way, but I went, and it was good. But I was what happened to me is exactly what people have advised me, which is um, when you first go into a gym, you're not going to know what you're doing. You know, you're not going to be sure what you're. You have to go in with an absolute plan and stick to it. You can't just go in and be like, oh, I can wing this because you can't. Um, Met some decent folk. Um, And look what I did to my fingers. Look at that. Oops. That was me trying to put a pin in weights that hadn't clicked down properly, and I caught my finger under them. I also broke one of the machines, but apparently this happens quite regularly. So, yeah. Um, I know it's only been one day, but I'm hoping I can keep that progress going. I'm going to get back into my tyre slinging as well. I know the weather's not going to be great, but even if I'm out doing that, every day or every couple of days, then that's progress as well. Um, when we go in for my SIA, I'm aware that I'm going to need that kind of. I wouldn't say. I would say power. Like having that kind of power at my back. Would be helpful. Hopefully, not to intimidate, but to kind of, if I end up on a door, people will kind of hopefully think twice about, okay, this guy's, he's pretty solid. It kind of worked for me before, and I'm aware that like I've let things slip quite a bit over the past few years. Got a phone call from Siobhan today, and her first words were, "I thought you were dead." I miss her. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I know why it's happened. I know why she's moved out. I get it. I understand it. If from a teenager's perspective, if I had been given the opportunity to see my mother again, you know, at her age, I just buried my mum the year before at her age, and somebody said to me, "This is your chance to see your mum again," I would snap their hands off. I still would. Um, so I understand, but it's hard. It's really hard to take because I'm aware that I've let a lot slide over the years. I've let other people kind of impact upon my life and do whatever they wanted. That the little things. You know, and I've done it to myself as well because um, today, for example, right, I realised that when Michelle and I moved back to Fraserburgh from Orkney, I cut a lot of my friends off. These are people like Pauline Everett, Mark Kerrigan, Stephen Young, Scott Rogers, Joe Stephen. It was I cut them off because I thought I had made that much of an ass of myself before I left Peterhead and went to Orkney that they wouldn't want to see me. Never actually thought that, yeah, they would. And I've done stuff like that a lot over the years. I'm really bad for it. That said, it played into the narrative that Michelle and I had at the time, which was us against the world. And that was only made, that was made even more stark when we lost Elizabeth. That was a hell of a thing that kind of changed everything for us. And I'm not sure that, I don't know if we could have came back for that, to be fair. Excuse me. But yeah, like throughout my life over the past 20, 25 years, I have cut people off for because I believe they do not want to talk to me. They do not want to see me. I am a failure, therefore I must not speak to them. And it's played into, other people's hands, because they thought, well, he's getting Abdi, and other stuff has ensued. And at the time, it was like, oh my god, this is awful. Bad things have happened, or we've been around bad people, which on a few occasions we were. But most of that was self-inflicted. It's a hard thing to process. And I can see why, people make choices like that. That was never as bad as that, though. So I don't know why it became so important for me to do that. Another thing that's reared its ugly head is my need for validation. This is part of the borderline personality disorder. I've had it, oh god, ever since I was a kid. The toddler wanting people to say, "Oh, you're doing great." That need. And this past couple of weeks, it's really came back to haunt me. It's been horrible because I shouldn't need people to say, "We see you," or "Oh, you're doing great." It should be a case of, I know I'm doing great, so I need to keep my head. But thanks to the way my head works, that's never the case. And this is another reason why I'm doing these videos, because I'm hoping that I can see a bit of progress with it. Whereas like, I'm really bad for leaving diary entries and journal entries for months on end. I'll not do anything with it, and then I'll suddenly decide, right, I need to do this. So I'm hoping the video, I can, doing the videos, I can see a change in it. But at this point, where I'm at is, I'm getting really frustrated with it. It's like I'm frantically waving my arms at everybody, going, "I'm here. Love me," And by now, the age I'm at, I should be comfortable in my own skin. And I'm really not. I don't like some of the things I do. So I'm aware I need to change that. But I need to find a way to kind of ease off on that need by whatever means necessary. There have been times where it's got that bad because I've not been taken on. I've seriously considered fucking off, running away. At times, I've considered ending it because I've not got what I want. And it's that equivalent of being like a teenager or a toddler in a pram, throwing his toys at the pram. Well, they won't talk to me, all fine, And like the validation thing only really, I only really became aware of it over the past couple of months. I thought I dealt with it. No, I haven't, because it's the same things all the time, So, I need to work on that. I need to stop looking for, things that aren't there. I'd like to be a bit more realistic and a bit more, you know, placid, I guess. Making my way through my Vietnam documentary, that's going pretty well. Although I'm struggling a little bit at the moment, not because of the documentary or anything. It's just I think with everything that's going on at the moment, my head's a bit full of shit. So there you go. Still not much work in the kitchen, to be fair. I think this is going to be an ongoing saga for the next few weeks. Anyway, just I'll do my best to do a video for tomorrow. See what comes of it. See how it goes. We've got a fair bit of work to do tomorrow anyway, so it's going to be interesting. Just stay strong, everybody, and talk to you soon. Bye.